This morning I'm at Hot Bikram Yoga, where I'm going to experience extreme heat, which is the next of my challenges. It's not as extreme as it can be. There are certainly much more extreme environments where it can get very, very hot, but it's still 40+ degrees, and I personally don't deal with the heat very well. So it'll be interesting to see how I can cope. So the way in which animals deal with high temperatures, it varies. A lot of them use behaviours like sitting in the shade or wallowing in wet mud or water, because that helps to move heat away, dissipate heat from the body, it conducts it away, or stops more heat from coming in from the sun if you're sitting in the shade. I'm not going to have those options available to me today, so I'll have to find another way. So humans have an interesting way of dealing with high temperatures. We came from quite a hot environment when we first evolved as we are, Homo sapiens, and the way in which we tend to deal with heat is to sweat, as it says there. We produce large quantities of water from the pores in our body, which is quite an unusual mechanism for losing heat, because water for a lot of animals is quite hard to come by. So if you lose too much of it, you can die. A good example of an animal that lives in a hot environment and is very active, so it generates a lot of its own body heat, is the ostrich. And that loses heat by having a bald neck and bald legs, so it allows it to radiate heat from those kind of extremities, these big long areas which are open to the air, and allows the air to act as a cooling system. Right, we're going to be getting started in a minute, and I walked into the room and it was like walking into an oven. It's incredibly warm in here, 40 degrees at least. I don't really feel the heat either, so this will be interesting. I prepared by having lots of water before I came in. I don't want to dehydrate, that wouldn't be good. And I've got a bottle of water with me, so hopefully I'll be able to keep topped up. You're not supposed to really be doing it wearing this outfit, but this is now the Extreme Curator outfit, so I kind of have to wear it. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out for me. I have a feeling I'm going to be very sweaty by the end of this.
Push your hips to the left so that you feel that tremendous stretching feeling on the left side of your spine. From fingers to toes, skin to bones, inside to outside. Suck your stomach in, press your way into the heels. Look at yourself in the mirror. Bring your left hip forward so both hips face the front mirror. Bring your right shoulder forward so the whole front of the body goes towards the ceiling. Squeeze your ears, squeeze your palms. Bring your left hip forward so both hips, right hip forward so both hips face the front mirror. Left shoulder forward so the whole front of the body goes towards the ceiling. You're opening your heart, you're opening your lungs, you're opening your throat. Squeeze your ears, squeeze your palms, suck your stomach in, lock the knees, press the weight into the heels. Stretch your fingertips to the left, glue your stomach on the thighs. Inhale, drop your head. Exhale, stretch your body down from the lower spine towards the floor. Suck your stomach in, remember from the side there should be no gap. Pull on your heels. Roll your body weight forward into the toes and lock your knees. Beautiful pose. Now pinch your toes a little bit. Squeeze your knees together. Exhale, come down in a straight line. Come down with control. Nice and slow, hips and head right up against the back wall. Excellent, Paolo, just hold it. Suck your stomach in, arms strong. Hips and head right up against the back wall, and from the side, the body looks exactly like a boss. Drop your shoulders, keep your arms strong, suck your stomach in, squeeze your knees. Inhale, come up. Same line as you went down. Inhale, come up. Exactly like I was pulling you from the top of your head. Arms down and right foot back into place. Feet together nicely. Look in the mirror, everybody knows the right arm from the left arm. Try not to.
As you can probably tell from the sweat, I've just finished my class of Hot Bikram Yoga, and it was very enjoyable, but very, very challenging. I only managed about 25 minutes, and normally classes take about 90. My disadvantage was the amount of clothes I'm wearing. You can't lose body heat if you don't give your sweat an opportunity to evaporate and to move away from your body. And as a result, I was holding all the sweat against my skin, which is not very nice, but it means that I wasn't losing heat quickly enough, and so I overheated. Now, they're very sensible here. They made me take water in with me, they made me drink water before I went in. And they did suggest that doing it in full shirt and tie was probably a bad idea, and they were absolutely right. Animals obviously don't have any safety guidance, they just have to live in extreme environments, and they have various different ways of adapting to that. So if you want to find out more about those sorts of adaptations, you can join us at the Horniman Museum and Gardens from February the 15th with our new exhibition, which is Extremes, and you'll be very welcome to come visit.